Hi, everybody. It's Ann Harold here. Thanks for joining me. So today, what I'd like to talk to us about, I said us, including me, is being prepared. I know I can't iterate this enough during the elections. Please be prepared. I don't know how many of you guys watched the debates last night, but I did have a chance to look at it. I'm not really into politics or into politicians, but I do like being informed and being aware of where we are in this country and where we're going. I think it's very, very important. We are living in extremely excruciating times, very, very trying times. And if this year did not teach anybody um, to try and be independent and self reliant, then nothing will. I was talking to a lady today. She was an older lady, and she was explaining how it's been very hard for her to pay her rent. Matter of fact, I talked to several people who have expressed so many concerns, and also speaking of what life has been for them since March 2020, since America became aware of the coronavirus. Which some of us in prepper land, we already knew about the coronavirus. We had already been informed. We followed and paid attention and instructions that the preppers had given us on YouTube to get out of the cities, to make sure you're stocked up on everything that you need. I thank God for those people because I listened and I was looking when they started talking about the coronavirus back in January, February. I was looking at the documentaries and the vloggers over there in Wuhan, and I was like, oh my God, this is really serious. I didn't think that it was going to spread like wildfire the way that it did, but I did start making preparations for it. Like I said before, that coronavirus started, spreading and came to America. I was already a prepper, years of living in Houston and being in so many hurricanes and tornadoes and floods, a lot of major storms. It always taught me and prepared me for natural disasters and for events, you know, um, disastrous events. So they were explaining how life had become so much harder, how hard it was for them to pay rent, what's going to happen with their children's education, what's going to happen with the food. These people were very more much informed, and they're not really internet people. Um, you could look in their eyes and see how concerned they really were. And as I was looking at the elections last night, I noticed how the moderator asked both the president and the vice president, would they tell their people to back off if either one of them would lose. And I was like, wow, that's kind of it's kind of stunning. Not really stunning, but it's kind of like, wow, why would he ask them that? Now we hear all the time, in the YouTubers commentaries, in particularly the preppers, the commentary, how they're saying be prepared for the elections, be prepared before the elections because something's going to happen. So for that moderator to have asked them that, and I was like, wow. And we heard the president's response and we heard the vice president's response. So I'm just really concerned that we should just expect mayhem. We should just expect the absolutely worst, but just stay prepared. Expect the best, but how do you say it? Prepare for the worst or something like that. But we should just be prepared, and these cities are getting worse and worse and worse. And you guys, if we're experiencing, we're seeing an uptick in crime in the cities now, and the pandemic just hit, what, 6 months ago? Do you know it's going to be a downward spiral? It's just going to be, it's going to go down. And when will it come back? We don't know. But we have yet to see the true effects, the true effects. And we see already so many people unemployed, so many people are homeless, so many people going hungry. Thank God the CDC mandated that the the landlords cannot put people out. Thank God for that, because that would have been an extreme health crisis. But we have yet to see it, and I'm not saying this to be a fear mongerer. I feel it and I see it. So I can't iterate to you guys enough. Be prepared. If you can't move out the city, make sure you have all the security that you possibly can to make sure you and your family is safe. Make sure that you can protect your things, your preps. Make sure you have enough food and supplies, all the things that you need, just in case people go to raiding the stores and those shelves get empty again and those lines become long. It's security. It's a sense of security in knowing that you're prepared, that you're okay, that you know that your family's going to be all right for at least 2 months, at least, or 2 weeks, 6 months. The more, the better. But everybody doesn't have it like that. So even if you have a month worth of food and water, make sure you have your medications. Make sure you have enough peroxide, alcohol. Get these things while they're available. They're barely available, but they're available. And then on top of that, make sure that you have the things that you need for the pandemic, because we now in fall, so winter's approaching again, and they're talking about the second wave. So, it's just so many different things that we have to prepare for. Make sure, most of all, that your mind is right. And I say this with all sincerity. We prep for this, we prep for that, all these materialistic things. But if your mind not right, if your mental health isn't good, and your physical body isn't good, you're not good. So make sure those two are intact before anything else. And most of all, don't panic. Do not panic. Get in a community of people who believe in what you believe in and who believe in being a prepper. I say this with all sincerity because if you don't get with like-minded people, you will be in trouble. And a lot of people don't believe in prepping. I've talked to so many people, they didn't believe in prepping. They're like, and I kind of do away with them people. Some people are in my family, I still love them, but I'm like, you know what? I can't deal with this, because when that time comes, they're going to be calling you, and they're going to be expecting you to look out for them, which is really crazy, because you're trying to inform these people, but don't be trying to keep on convince people when they're not trying to hear you. You do what you have to do, and you get with like-minded people. And I'm preaching this to myself as well. So you guys, I pray for all of us, because we're in for the fight of our lives. And if you like the content, if you could give me a thumbs up, I appreciate that. And if you like what you're hearing, you can subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to do every day. I work really, really hard, but I'm trying to make sure I, come out here with some videos and some good energy, to also encourage everybody. We're going to be okay. This too shall pass, but we have to be prepared. What if Noah didn't listen to God when God told Noah to be prepared and get those animals and build that ark? So, yeah. And you can always go to zanherald.com for all if you need canned goods, if you need non-perishable foods, if you need generators, if you need your prepping, your PPE products. I have it all on my website, zanherald.com. Get you between 2 and 3 days. If you don't get it from me, just get it, because it's important to have. Until next time, friends. Peace.